I'm done. Alright. So, my friend Manuel told me today, or yesterday, when depends whenever I post this, that Sony and Marvel got into like this fight or whatever, and now they're taking Spider-Man back. So, nah. Since they said that like Marvel got like Spider-Man and everything, now they want Spider-Man back, and Tom Holland won't be like Spider-Man in the MCU. He probably still will have some solo movies, but I don't know. In the article, they're saying Spider-Man Showdown, Sony tries to clarify Disney and everything, and now they're taking it back. Sony has released an official response to the recently reported news that Disney and Sony reached an impasse on Spider-Man partnership, calling many of the stories mischaracterized, and scoring much of the blame on Marvel Studio President Kevin Feige's workload. So, as much as I don't like Sony right now, sometimes we can't blame them for everything. They said, I heard that Marvel wasn't giving them the right amount of money or something for the Spider-Man, and they want him back and stuff. So much of today's news about Spider-Man has mischaracterized recent discussions about Kevin Feige's involvement in the franchise. We are disappointed but respect Tony's decision not to have him continue as lead producer of our next live-action Spider-Man film. Deadline reported on Monday that Disney and Sony had failed to reach an agreement regarding their continued Spider-Man partnership. So what they're saying is that the money's not being right, and they're like not sharing, and they're not freaking sharing Spider-Man with each other. They're like, no, I want him, and I want to make this movie, and stuff. And like, why can't they just share Spider-Man? I mean, like, okay, you have them Mondays through Fridays. I'll have them weekends. We can make each other partnership, make some movies and stuff. But no, they gotta go into a big fight, take our Tom away. And I don't appreciate that, because didn't Spider-Man have another movie coming out? It was like Spider-Man 3. I did another video, Phase 4, on my channel. You can check that out for the next Phase 4 of Marvel. But they said they had a Spider-Man movie coming up. Let me see, Spider-Man 3. The only way I'm actually gonna let this slide or whatever is if they do like a multiverse with Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and all that stuff. But I highly doubt that they're ever gonna do that. So how dare do they take Spider-Man away from us right now? I mean, in Spider-Man Far From Home, they had that after credit scene where Spider-Man, the Mysterio, like couldn't like exposed him and everything, and now they're gonna take Spider-Man away from us. And we don't even get to see how that plays out, because frickin' Sony wants to take away from Spider-Man right now. How could they gave us hope and all of this stuff, and then they take it away? So we could have had a Spider-Man, an X-Men movie, or Spider-Man and Deadpool movie, Spider-Man Fantastic Four, Eternals, anything. Like, with Team Up. And then they gotta take it away. How dare they do that? What they said is Disney didn't want to give them, like, the money that they should have gotten for Spider-Man, so they got into an argument. Sony wants to take Spider-Man just because they did good in Venom and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which I appreciate, because those movies were actually really good. Venom. But, I mean, it doesn't mean that you could just take Spider-Man away from us. I mean, you guys have to comment down if you guys appreciate Sony taking away that Spider-Man or whatever. I would appreciate it if they put Spider-Man into Venom, and like Venom 2, Carnage and stuff. I would watch that movie, and especially with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and stuff. I would, but I don't know if they I was okay with them maybe putting him in Venom. Sony and Marvel could have shared Spider-Man, maybe put Venom into the MCU, and then put Spider-Man into Sony, but like still in the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's either you got Spider-Man to the rest of the MCU movies, going with the Avengers, being in Avengers 4, Spider-Man 3. Or you can make it in Venom 2, Venom 3, whatever, how many of the movies they make. I don't know. You guys comment down if you guys like that idea, or do you hate that idea, or are you okay with Sony and stuff? I don't know. I don't know who to vote for. But personally, I don't know. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned a little bit about Marvel today and what's happening and anything, if you learned anything about Marvel today, or anything that you guys just want to find out, thank you for Manuel to tell me this stuff. Personally, I didn't believe it this morning because I didn't think that was actually possible. I didn't think that was possible of this actually happening, but it is. So we're just gonna have to deal with it. Shout out to Manuel. Subscribe, like, comment. We'll see you guys next video.